an exhibition of mobile pavilions that will stand in front of Opera House in Warsaw. So it was an international exhibition, and to present the results, we thought that we could use augmented reality for that, and we recreated 3D models from the files that we gathered from the 10 works that were chosen to be shown as the most the attractive ones. And we built a very, very minimalistic space inside the Opera House, which is an old building that usually is connected with more old style exhibitions. And we decided to make it like a white box that you go inside into, and you can just play around the space. There is no exhibited objects that you can see without the tablet. We did this because the idea of the Opera Lab pavilion is to be a place where technology, art can meet, and that's why we try to convey the message from the very beginning. That this is a very futuristic place where the visionaries can meet and think of ways of how the future can look like. So that's the idea for the pavilion, and that's why we wanted to make this exhibition look like this.
So again, to repeat and simplify, just imagine having an exhibition about an opera house pavilion. For most of the young people, I would say it's rather boring, because what you usually get would be few images or print screens or different views from AutoCAD or any other program that makes the visualizations of the project. There will be some description, and basically that's it. So probably only a few people would be interested in seeing this, and it wouldn't be a very exciting experience, I guess. Especially if you don't have a taste of architecture, or your imagination doesn't help you think three-dimensional how the objects will look. It's going to be rather something that you want to remember for long. So when you think about how can you change this, how can you make it more attractive, when you can change the content, you may think about the tools or the way you're going to display it or the way you're going to talk about it. So imagine getting into a totally empty room, and that's a first surprise because where's the exhibition? But then you are given a tablet, and suddenly everything changes, because once you aim with the tablet on the table, suddenly you see a complete 3D object that was actually interactive at some point. So if you clicked on the tablet, it gave you a chance to look inside. You saw people walking around, and this is something definitely mind-opening for the people who has not enough imagination to think three-dimensional. Suddenly, this can show them how it will actually how it will look. And the other opportunity that this technology gives is that is actually age-proof. So you can give it to a child that has 3 or 4 years, or you can give it to a senior who's 70 or even more. Because the interface of the tablet actually doesn't require you to do anything, to just have it in your hands, or just tap once or twice on the screen. This is something that anyone can do. So if you think of using the computers, using different types of the interfaces from the past, and you compare it to a tablet or smartphone or any mobile device, this gives you an opportunity to talk to all the people around with the same content. And this is really revolutionary, and this is really relevant to the times that we live in, that this technology can be really helpful in translating some ideas, and presenting some ideas, and giving new opportunities to talk about the content.
Actually very important project for the studio, because this is a brand that we created in the studio, and I'm the co-founder of it as well. This is a company that gives you, Polaco is a company that gives you a chance to create custom-made furniture to fit your space, to fit your needs. So whenever you're a collector, you collect things and you have like a lot of vinyls, then you can create a shelf that will fit exactly your collection. If you have a wall that is 158 centimeters long, you can create a shelf that will fit this size of the wall. So generally we created the whole concept around that you don't need to buy standardized furniture anymore. You can have things that will match your exact needs. And the technology around factories that produce furniture is already capable of doing this, because every factory has CNC machinery which can just use a file with the data and create a different piece at the same cost if you were creating standardized furniture. And the only problem currently is that there is no interfaces giving this ability to the people to use them. So this company, we try to close this gap and give people the chance to solve the problems they have in their own homes in just a better way than the other companies are doing it. So whenever basically that's the idea, and because of the simplicity of the whole concept, you are ordering things online. You use a website or the app to preview the furniture at your space without materiality, and you just hit order button, and the rest is done automatically. You just transforms your design into a production file, so it's sent straight to the manufacturing, and then you receive a flat pack with your piece of furniture that you can easily build. We try to push this message of simplicity and this revolutionary thinking into the branding. So we try to make it very, very simple, very geometric, because the design of the objects are very geometric as well. We decided to use strong colors to make it stand out as something that thinks a bit differently about how furniture can be created. We choose typography. This is PX Rolex font, which is has very nice touches on some letters, like very geometric TR letters that corresponded great with the logo and with the message that we want to send. So it's an elegant font, but on the other hand, it has something disturbingly different from the typical typefaces that we use normally. This is how the branding looked like. We created websites, the app, the mobile website for it. So this is the project was very important for us because somehow we were involved in two roles. From one end, we were doing the same as we do for other clients, so to create a project that fulfills the brief, but on the other, we had to create the brief and really be the client for ourselves. So it's not an easy role, but we learned a lot thanks to that. And we understand much better the needs of the clients, because we somehow started thinking the same way they do when they search for a design studio to create something for them. So this is how the furniture looks like when it's assembled. So I think this is not about the stage design, but we wanted just to tell you that the perspective of can be very, very different when you're not thinking only from a design perspective. When you start thinking about the needs of the brand that need to be fulfilled by design.
Yeah, I think this previous image shows the message that is pretty important. So coming back to the beginning of the presentation, when we said that we're trying to mix the lifestyle with technology, actually this Tilco project is a very good example where you have this technology in the product or in the service, because you can create your own furniture, and you have this very high-tech tool to actually modify the basic modules. And on the other hand, you have this lifestyle thing that is really important for the customers, because when you think who will be using it, it won't necessarily be people who are very interested in technology. They're more like people who just need a nice shelf for their house, or the new apartment they just moved in and it's very small, or it has some irregular walls and it doesn't have much space to fit everything they brought from the previous one. So when you think of the design and the communication with the customer, this is very important to, again, think of their insights. Like one thing is what the client wants. The client may want to show that he's proud of this technology achievement he made, which is, making it fully customized, but not necessarily this will be the same thing and the most important thing for the customer, because a customer might say, okay, it's really nice that it's made by me, but still I just need a shelf, right? I just need a shelf that I will like and it will fit. So I would say the advice for you would be to try to be your client for a while, and perhaps try to maybe run your own brand of some kind, even if it's clothing or if it's your own service of making posters or stickers or whatever it would be. I would say becoming a client or becoming the perspective of someone who will be ordering service from you, or even being a customer, so someone who will be actually looking at and using the product you've designed, or will